Okay, go ahead and laugh 2 days in a row. I know y'all making fun of me, and you have a right to make fun of me. I know y'all like, damn, Alan said start with Monday. Start with Monday, August 5th. He ain't gonna do no more free YouTube videos for 6 weeks until Monday, September 16th. I sure did. But as some people said, some of my followers said, they said, there's two things that's going to bring Alan Roger Currie back. Is if he feel like somebody is dogging him out on a podcast or a live stream or plagiarizing his shit. Or secondly, if it's some major thing happens in the news that he feels is worth talking about. Well, yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to make this too long. I want it to be short like yesterday's video. I want it to be 20 minutes or less. I just wanted to offer a few quick clarifications and answer a few quick questions related to yesterday's video. Point number one. I saw where a number of people made this comment, Alan, I don't know why you're paying attention to the Wikipedia definition of the Manosphere. Anybody can add changes or make modifications and edits to a Wikipedia page. Not true. That's not 100% true. It's not 100% true. Trust me. I know about Wikipedia because I have a Wikipedia page and I've had some degree of influence over my own Wikipedia page as of the last couple of years. Now, initially, the way Wikipedia had it, if you were on Wikipedia, you couldn't in any way influence your own Wikipedia page. That's how it used to be. Like, when my Wikipedia page first got created, somebody else had to create it for me. I couldn't, they wouldn't allow me to create my own Wikipedia page. Yeah, my Wikipedia page was actually first created by a guy who used to follow me on AskMan.com, a site called AskMan.com. That's how my Wikipedia page first got started. And initially, the editors of Wikipedia, they wouldn't let me make any additions, changes, or deletions to my own Wikipedia page because they felt like that was too biased. Now they've softened up on that stance. So if you are on Wikipedia page, you can make certain contributions. But if you notice, if you go on any Wikipedia page, and you'll see most words, names, events, sentences, phrases have subscript numbers to them. Okay, no, superscript. I'm sorry. I got it wrong. I always get those two wrong. Superscript. You will see superscripted numbers. Superscripted numbers on similar to when you do a term paper in high school or college, because you have to cite references and sources. Wikipedia will not allow you to make additions, changes or modifications or deletions to anybody's Wikipedia page unless you have presented something that genuinely warrants that addition, modification, or deletion. You have to have something that warrants it. Otherwise, because I've had my page vandalized 4 or 5 times when people just added goofy shit. You know, I had a couple people, some of my haters on YouTube vandalize my Wikipedia page within the last couple years. And the top tier editors, they immediately reverted it, undid that. Yeah, because Wikipedia has a team of at least 3 groups of editors. They have top tier editors, which are people who've worked on over 100 different Wikipedia pages. Medium tier editors, people who've worked on usually, I'd say roughly 25 or more different pages. And low tier editors, that would be your common man and common woman. If you're a low tier editor, they're going to watch you closely to see what you're adding, modifying, or deleting. And if they don't feel like it's warranted, they're going to immediately reverse it. So all that to say, man, you're not 100% correct when you can say anybody can edit a Wikipedia page. That's not 100% true. That's kind of half true and half false. If you're adding something, modifying something, or deleting something, and you have a thorough and highly valid justification for what you're adding, modifying, or deleting it, then they'll let it pass. But if you're adding something, modifying something, or deleting something, and the top tier editors don't feel like you have proper justification and warrant for what you're doing, they're going to undo it. They're going to revert it. So, yeah. That's the brief FYI on how Wikipedia works. Speaking of Wikipedia, somebody asked me the question, Alan, don't you think it would be a better option to remain in the manosphere and fight for restoring the proper image and reputation to the manosphere instead of just disassociating yourself from the manosphere? Alan, don't you think it's worth remaining in the manosphere and fighting for a more appealing and objective image and reputation than simply disassociating yourself? And I would say that's a valid question, but my response would be, and I think y'all know what my response is going to be, man. You know, what's that old adage about one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch? See, man, the first person who fucked up the image and reputation of the manosphere was Elliot Rodger. And that's probably half the reason why I bring up his name so much. It's Elliot Rodger. You read the Manosphere page. He's mentioned on the Manosphere page under the category of public perception. Even the Manosphere page says that. It basically says in so many words that the mainstream media wasn't even paying attention to what's known as the Manosphere until the Elliot Rodger murders. He was the one who brought mainstream attention to the Manosphere. And he's going to be forever associated with the Manosphere. Without getting too lengthy, man, black pill motherfuckers have fucked up the Manosphere. And I said that in yesterday's video. They're the number one group of guys who've distorted and corrupted the Manosphere is all these black pill motherfuckers. A lot of people think it's the red pill guys. It ain't the red pill guys, it's the black pill guys. Guys who always saying hateful shit about women. Always saying misogynistic shit about women. Always talking about how fucked up women are as human beings. Always talking about anti-marriage, anti-romance, anti-monogamy, anti-children. You know, and in more extreme cases, you talk about physically harming women, sexually assaulting women, raping women, date raping women, murdering women. All them type of motherfuckers have fucked up the Manosphere. That's why I disassociated myself from it. In simple terms, to me, it's beyond repair. It's beyond repair. You can't repair it. All these murderous incels, man, they fucked up the Manosphere. Another thing I don't like that I alluded to in yesterday's video, I don't like the fact that the Manosphere is predominantly associated with far right-wing conservative types. Far right-wing conservative types. I don't really like to discuss my political leanings publicly, but I'll say this, man. I ain't no far right-wing conservative. Half the guys who are far right-wing conservatives, I don't like them. I'll tell you publicly. And again, I rarely talk about my political leanings publicly, but I don't like at least 40 to 50% of guys who are far right-wing conservatives. I think they're nutcases. Not all of them, of course. I have a few people that I'm cool with that consider themselves far right-wing conservatives, but at least no less than 1/3 to 1/2 of them, I think they're nutcases. I think they tend to have racist sensibilities. I don't like a lot of, and that includes black people. I'm not just talking about white far-right conservatives, because there's a lot of black men who are far right-wing conservatives. And I, at minimum, I have philosophical disagreements with a lot of them. On the flip side, though, I'm not a left-wing liberal either. I would say on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 representing a far right-wing conservative and a 1 representing a far left-wing liberal, I'm probably somewhere between a 2.5 and a 3 politically. I'm probably somewhere between a 2.5 and a 3. I'm neither far right-wing or far left-wing. I'm almost approximately right in the middle with a slight leaning towards the left. I'm approximately right in the middle with a slight leaning towards the left. But you notice, man, a lot of these guys committing these mass murders and shit, man. I ain't gonna say all of them do, but I'd say over half of them got right-wing leanings. Over half of them got right-wing leanings, man. I don't want to get into a whole political discussion because that ain't my element. I don't like talking about this shit because a lot of discussion related to politics I consider out of my element. But yeah, but I don't like that. I don't like that the Manosphere, at least according to the mainstream media, has began to associate the Manosphere as a whole with being a right-wing conservative. I don't like that. I take offense to that, quite frankly. Like, for example, the alt-right movement. I don't like that association. I don't like that association, that the Manosphere is associated with the alt-right movement. You know? I have no association with the alt-right. Matter of fact, Anthony Johnson, who's the organizer of the 21 convention, he can tell you, because when he invited me to speak at the 21 convention in 2017, that was one of the first things I asked him. I said, who is going to be the clientele here? Because I said, if it's going to have a lot of guys who are fans of the alt-right movement, I said, I don't want to be a speaker. I told Anthony that. I said, if you're going to have a lot of people at the 21 convention that are fans and supporters of the alt-right movement, I said, I don't want to be a speaker. Fuck the alt-right movement. Like, I think if you follow me on Facebook, you know, I can't stand Donald Trump. I hate Donald Trump. As a president, I don't know so much about a person because I actually used to watch his show, The Celebrity Apprentice, when he was the head of the show, The Apprentice. But as a president, man, that motherfucker done had so much drama and controversy, it ain't even funny. But again, I don't want to get into a lengthy political discussion. But yeah, I don't like the fact that the Manosphere is specifically associated with people with right-wing leanings. I don't like that. I don't like that it's associated with men who have misogynistic attitudes and sensibilities. Misogynistic attitudes and sensibilities. I don't like that. And definitely, I don't like the Manosphere being associated with violence against women. Violence. Rape, date rape, sexual, other forms of sexual assault, just physical harm in general, murder. Don't like that. Finally, the last question somebody asked me is, Alan, I noticed towards the end you said you were not only exiting the worldwide Manosphere, but you were also, along with that, disassociating yourself from the Black Manosphere. Do you have the same criticisms of the Black Manosphere that you do of the worldwide Manosphere? Kind of 1/3 yes, 2/3 no. 1/3 yes, 2/3 no. For example, stuff like the association with alt-right, that has nothing to do with the Black Manosphere. The main problem I have, I ain't gonna get too lengthy, but the main problem I have specifically with the Black Manosphere, too much bickering among the most influential voices, too much bickering, too much clashes of egos, too much bickering, too much clashes of egos. Shit's high schoolish to me. Shit's high schoolish to me. Secondly, too many podcasts, audio and video podcasts that center around the fuckery of black women and what's fucked up about black women, man. I get tired of that shit. I'm not saying the guys don't have a right to talk about that. I'm not in favor of silencing anybody, so I'm not suggesting I want those guys silenced. They can talk about whatever they choose to talk about on their channel, as long as they don't bring my name up. But man, I'm not down with that shit, man. I ain't down with talking about what's fucked up with black women. My attitude is, if you think black women are that fucked up, just leave them the fuck alone. Start dating white women, Asian women, or Hispanic women, and shut the fuck up talking about them. But you know these guys ain't, because they know that attracts views and Google AdSense money. That attracts views and Google AdSense money. But you notice Google got rid of Google Hangouts because they know motherfuckers with Google Hangouts was fucking up their money. YouTube ain't gonna let you fuck up their money. They ain't gonna let you scare off advertisers and YouTube Red subscribers. Are you crazy? Let me let y'all know, man, what makes this country go round. What makes the world go round is this. Motherfuckers ain't gonna let you fuck up their money. You scare away advertisers, they gonna silence you or fuck up your shit. See if I'm lying. In extreme situations, motherfuckers, I've alluded to this before, motherfuckers will find a way to kill you, man. And I ain't saying that to be melodramatic. You fuck with motherfuckers' money, shit, in a major way, motherfuckers will find a way to kill you. I'll find a way to kill you. You fuck with my money in a major way. And I ain't saying that jokingly. Nobody wants their money fucked with, man. Entertainment industry don't want their money fucked with. Media don't want their money fucked with. Most Fortune 500 companies don't want their money fucked with. You talk about racism, racist-oriented shit, misogynistic shit, you fucking with people's money. You fucking with people's money. People don't like their money being fucked with. People don't like their money being fucked with. I'll just end it right there. Y'all can marinate on it and take it for what it's worth. People don't like their money being fucked with. You scare away advertisers. You scare away subscribers with a bunch of racist talking points, misogynistic talking points. Whatever else is controversial. You're fucking with people's money. YouTube don't give a fuck about nobody who ain't helping them make money. Believe that shit. YouTube don't give a fuck about anybody who ain't helping attract advertisers, advertising revenues, or subscription revenues. If you ain't helping YouTube attract advertising revenue or subscription revenue, guess what? YouTube don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you. Believe that shit. Okay, now I'm about to commence my 5.5 week remaining hiatus, unless some other shit come up in the news that compels me to talk to you motherfuckers.